welcome back to my channel. I'm Kelsey Nicole and welcome to the journey. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I promise you're gonna want to stay by the end of this vlog. If you're not, you already know what I say. We family, cousins, sisters, brothers, everything in between. Anyways guys, welcome to my meal prep vlog slash what I eat in a week vlog. Today is actually Monday, so I figured it's the perfect little time for me to get what I need to get done and also for you guys to see kind of what I eat in a week. You guys know I have recently been into meal prepping. I've been trying to get snatched. I know by now it's like the end of summer, y'all. It's like literally August, so it's giving like I'm gonna still try to stay snatched throughout the winter so that I don't have to work as hard in the summer. Does that make sense? So I normally prep either on Sundays or Mondays, and I do a 4-day meal prep. I typically buy about 4 meals, y'all, because what I used to do is like buy a whole bunch of groceries and food would go spoiled because y'all know me, my schedule's crazy. I'm always out, I'm traveling, I'm here, there, everywhere. So it gets hectic. Oh girl, they also doing some construction outside. But I got things to do today, so I'm sorry. Y'all just gonna have to tune them out while I talk real quick. But yeah, y'all, so I typically prep on a Sunday to Monday. I buy 4 days out and then I'll either go back to the grocery store or for like Friday and Saturday, I'll like make sure that I get something that's like really quick. But yeah, I only buy 4 days out because sometimes it doesn't always happen like that. Sometimes I end up not meal prepping. Sometimes I eat out, so you never want to buy too much in a sense to where your food keeps getting spoiled and spoiled and spoiled, because now we're over consuming and we're wasting our hard-earned money, okay, which we don't want to do. Honestly, I feel like meal prep has really been helping me stay consistent, not snack, rude, not snack, because I am a stress snacker. I don't like to keep a bunch of snacks. I only like to keep like the ingredients that I'm supposed to be making for whatever dinners, even if I'm not meal prepping, because y'all know me and how my anxiety is set up. Girl, if I'm stressed, I'm gonna eat you out of house and home, okay? I will just sit here and snack and snack and snack and snack and snack all day, and I've been like that since I was a kid. So now, but let me tell y'all what's on the menu for this week. Y'all know how I really struggle with my water intake, so I always try to like spice it up every other week or so. And y'all know I normally do like the lemon and the strawberries. I've tried kiwi and strawberry, but kiwis don't really do well with water. Like they don't last that long, so I'll probably never be doing that again. So this week, y'all know I am a juice connoisseur. I am a juice connoisseur, and the amount of juice I drink is just literally, it's filthy. For real, y'all. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. I go through juice like a little kid, like a little toddler. So I always try to make sure I have my waters on hand if I'm not like juicing or doing smoothies, which I'm not doing smoothies this week. We just have Crystal Light. I'm trying the hibiscus lemonade flavor. I kind of like to prep 8 days ahead. So like, even though I only bought for 4 days and I'm gonna prep for 4 days, I plan for 8 days, like an entire week. So for the entire 8 days, I decided to do the same breakfast meal because I feel like this is something I will want all week. So I'm doing like a caramelized peaches yogurt bowl, and except for the granola, instead of doing like overnight oats, I'm going to toast the oats and kind of make a homemade granola concoction. So I feel like that'll be really good. I seen it on TikTok. It was supposed to be with like this blueberry berry medley, but girl, I'm not making all that. That's what we're doing for our breakfast meal. And then for lunch, I'm gonna do this chickpea bowl. Now here's the chickpea bowl, y'all, but I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing avocados, I'm not doing halloumi or however you say it, cheese. I'm literally just doing like peppers and onions, chickpeas, and feta cheese. So kind of like a fajita style chickpea bowl. And then for dinner, y'all, we are doing branzino fillets with asparagus and roasted potatoes. So I love branzino, and Trader Joe's has these branzino fillets. So this is how I'm doing it though, with like some cherry tomatoes, some red onion. And then for my snack for the week, I normally get about 2 snacks, but I only got 1 for the week because I think I'll be able to refill this. So I got cucumbers and carrots, and I'm gonna try the buffalo chicken dip from Trader Joe's, so I'm excited about that. Anyways, girl, I know I just said a mouthful. Let's get right into it, y'all. We're gonna switch over to a voiceover for this portion. I'm just gonna kind of walk you guys through everything. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy it, girl. I hope this helps you get snatched or helps you get motivated to start meal prepping, because I promise you, in the long run, I feel like it saves so much time, so much money, and just you really stay disciplined. If you want some of like my other meal preps and meal ideas that I have, because I like keep a whole list, just let me know. Okay, girl, let's go, for real.
The first thing I'm preparing for the week is my water. If you've been watching me for a while, then you already know I struggle bad with drinking enough water throughout the day. So one thing that's really helped me is prepping my waters ahead of time. These bottles are about 17 ounces each, and I try to drink at least 3 a day. One first thing in the morning, one with lunch, and then another one later in the day. This week I'm using the Crystal Light Hibiscus Lemonade packets, which have been so good. Sometimes I'll do fresh fruit instead, but honestly, as long as my water has a little flavor, I'm way more likely to actually drink it. Before I start cooking anything, I like to go ahead and wash and prep all of my produce at once. I'm washing everything with vinegar and baking soda, which is pretty much how I clean all of my fruits and vegetables before I use them. I have asparagus, peppers, tomatoes, peaches, and potatoes for all of the meals I'm making this week. And while everything is soaking, I'm also going to go ahead and drain my chickpeas so that those can sit and get as much of that excess liquid off as possible before I start cooking. For my breakfast this week, I'm making these caramelized peach yogurt bowls. I wanted something that was really easy to grab in the mornings, but still felt like a full breakfast. And I've been loving incorporating more fruit into my meals lately. Peaches are obviously perfect for summer, and caramelizing them just makes them so sweet and delicious without having to do too much. Look at these perfectly ripe and thinly sliced peaches. And y'all, please do not come for me and how I was slicing these peaches. I told y'all I had stuff to do at the beginning, so I was in a rush. Mind your business, okay? Leave me be. I also decided to make my own granola for the first time, and y'all, this came out so good. I wanted something warm and nutty with a little bit of sweetness that would pair really, really well with the peaches. For the peaches, I kept it really simple. I added them to the pan with some butter, cinnamon, and brown sugar and just let everything caramelize together until the peaches got nice and soft and that brown sugar created this little syrup around them. Then it was time to put everything together. I added my yogurt first, layered the caramelized peaches on top, and finished everything with that homemade granola. I did save some of the granola separately so it would stay crunchy throughout the week, but this came out so good. Definitely one of my favorite breakfasts I've meal prepped in a while. Now that breakfast is out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and prep everything for lunch and dinner. I realized meal prepping goes so much smoother for me when I get all of my chopping and prep out of the way first. So once I actually start cooking, everything is already clean, cut, and ready to go. And the last thing I'm prepping are my potatoes. I definitely made a lot because I love me some potatoes. And these are gonna be the side for my dinner this week. For the potatoes, I'm starting with this garlic flavored extra virgin olive oil from Trader Joe's. Y'all, this has become a staple in my kitchen. I'm already a garlic fanatic, so anything that gives me even more garlic flavor, I'm gonna use it. And a little bit really does go a long way, but I clearly had a lot of potatoes, so yeah. From there, I'm just going in with all of my seasonings. I'm not gonna sit here and name every single one because y'all can see them on the screen, but I like my potatoes well seasoned. Then I just put the lid on and shake everything together so every piece gets coated. I sprayed my baking sheet, spread everything out into an even layer, and I'm getting these straight into the oven because out of everything I'm making, the potatoes are definitely gonna take the longest. Moving on to lunch, this week I'm making fajita chickpea balls. I've been trying to make at least one of my meals meatless every week, and chickpeas have become one of my favorite options because they're really easy to work with. I'm browning those in some of that garlic olive oil, and in a separate pan, I'm sauteing my peppers and onions. I wanted those to still have a little crunch to them, almost like the fajita veggies you get at Chipotle. Once everything was cooked how I wanted it, I added the peppers and onions into the chickpeas, mixed everything together, and that was literally it for lunch. Super simple, really colorful, and something that's easy for me to grab and reheat throughout the week. Before moving on to dinner, I went ahead and got my asparagus in the oven. I kept these pretty simple with some seasoning, minced garlic, and fresh lemon, and once they are finished, I topped them with a little Parmesan. For dinner this week, I'm making branzino with roasted potatoes and asparagus. I've really been loving fish for meal prep because it gives me something a little lighter while still feeling like a full balanced dinner. For the branzino, I wanted to make this really colorful, buttery, lemon garlic sauce and just let all of that cook down together. While the sauce was cooking down, I heated up another pan with some oil and butter and added my seasoned branzino. I wanted to get a nice sear on the fish first before transferring it over into that sauce. And once everything came together, y'all, this was the moment. I transferred the branzino into the sauce, basted everything together, covered it, and just let all those flavors cook into the fish. While everything was finishing up, I went ahead and made my snack packs. This week, I'm doing the buffalo chicken dip from Trader Joe's with cucumbers and carrots. I love keeping little snack plates like this in the fridge because they really help me stay disciplined throughout the week. Y'all already know I am a stress eater, so if I already have something prepared that I can grab between meals, I'm way less likely to just start eating whatever I can find. And I switch these up all the time. Sometimes I want savory, sometimes I'll prep something sweet. It really just depends on what I'm craving that week. Now we can finally plate everything, and meal prepping is definitely trial and error because sometimes you think you made enough food and then you start filling the containers and you realize you absolutely did not. My chickpea bowls were a little lighter than I wanted them to be, so off camera I made a quick sesame cucumber salad and added some of the carrot I had left over from making carrot juice that ended up being exactly what these needed and made the portions feel much more complete. And then for dinner, I'm adding my branzino, roasted potatoes, and asparagus, and these asparagus were fighting for their life, trying to embarrass me because why would they not fit in these containers? But everything came together so beautifully. I love how colorful these meals turned out, and I feel like I have a really good balance this week between breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. Meal prepping definitely takes a little extra time up front, but having everything ready for the week makes my life so much easier, and this week's menu came out too good.
I guess it was love.